You know, guys, I have no words anymore.
3 consecutive losses after somehow beating the Bills week 1.
Somehow we beat the Bills. Whether we were healthy or not, that doesn't seem to matter anymore. The way I look at the Bills game, it was a fluke. It was a fluke win.
Seeing how this team has performed, yeah, I mean, look at the AFC North standings.
The game's, we're actually currently still watching the game. It's the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, Steelers are just going to run the clock out.
We're at the bottom of the barrel in the AFC North division.
The Bengals won Thursday, and the Browns and the Ravens just won today. The Steelers lost. They are each 3-1. We are 1-3. We are at the bottom of the division. And I don't know if we win next week against the Broncos. Do we lose another home game?
The way the Steelers are playing, the way that they are right now.
Ben dumps it off to Najee. How many times have we seen that the last 2 fucking weeks? Especially on 4th down? Again?
They did the same 4th and 4. 4th and 4. They did this. They basically did the same play that they did last week when it was 4th and 10.
Against Cincinnati.
They did the same fucking play.
And this offense was the exact same. It's literally a copy and paste. It's rinse and repeat. It's the same song and dance.
I'm going to throw this out that this can't be Canada. This is not his offense.
No.
This is not Matt Canada's offense.
He goes deep and it's picked off. Ben throws a pick to end the game. How fitting for this game.
I just turned the TV off. Game over. The game's been over. Are you kidding me? They gave up.
Yeah, they did. When they decided not to go for it on, what was it, 4th and 9? Once again, the 3rd straight week, Tomlin lives in his fears. This team is a mess.
Oh, we don't live in our fears. I don't live in my fears. Oh, I don't care about Tyler Boyd's opinion, about his words.
Tyler Boyd said it best, and he's not lying.
He's not lying. They gave up.
They literally gave up.
And we got 13 games left.
13 games left for this. Actually, 13 weeks, 12 games, if you want to get technical. Actually, no, you're right. 13, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah.
See, man, my mind's getting messed up because this team is so bad. It is awful. This offense is garbage.
And the defense was off today, too.
The defense, what happened to my defense? Who stole my defense and where is it? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't want to get unorganized. We'll start with the offense.
I mean, what else haven't we said before?
But here's the thing. They came out hot.
Their first drive. Their initial first drive.
Believe it or not, it was an opening drive touchdown on a free play deep ball. Ben to Johnson for his 400th career touchdown pass. The 8th quarterback in NFL history to do that. Congratulations to Mr. Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Great career. First ballot Hall of Fame worthy player. 2-time Super Bowl champion.
But here's the thing. It shouldn't have stopped at 400 today. He could have 402. Because he missed Juju twice on open throws. He missed so many targets on 2nd down. He missed Johnson for an easy 2nd down, which would have been an easy 1st down, which the next play would eventually become a turnover. Or no, it would be a 3 and out. And then the next drive after that, he'd miss Juju. And then that would be a strip sack, thanks to Turner, because he can't block, nor can this O-line.
Yeah, the O-line's still the same thing.
And then he missed Juju once again on 3rd down. He missed Johnson again on 2nd down, rather.
Like you said, he missed Juju twice for 2 touchdowns.
Ben missed so many open targets today that could have extended drives, that could have killed the clock, that could have gotten us extra points. We left so many points off the board. 2 offensively. 2 offensive touchdowns we left off the board because Ben missed Juju twice. That's 14 points off the board. And then God knows what else we could have gotten if we converted those 1st downs. It's just awful.
It is awful. I can't believe it.
It's just awful.
It's funny because coming into this game, I expected something like this, but they got worse. I didn't expect this team to get worse.
You can't get mad if your expectations aren't that high.
When you're witnessing it. When you are witnessing it and you're still frustrated, they get worse week by week by week.
And I tried to be a little optimistic heading into this game against Green Bay. And I hate that I try to do that because I tell myself, don't get optimistic. Don't get your hopes up because you'll just be disappointed. You can't get mad if you don't get your expectations too high. That's the thing with this offense. That's the thing I'm going to have to continue to tell myself about this offense every year. The next 13 games. This is awful.
This was bad.
Ben played awful. 26 of 40, 232 yards, touchdown, and a pick. Congratulations on your 400th career touchdown. Congratulations on passing Danny Marino for passing yards, career-wise. Congratulations, Ben. I love you to death. I will cry when you are inducted. In what year? 2027, I believe?
In the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We're going to cry when you announce your retirement. We're going to cry when you're enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
But
you are our quarterback. You're the only thing that we know when it comes to Steelers quarterbacks. You are the quarterback that we have watched for the majority of our lives.
Our entire lives as a Steelers fan. Literally.
We are grateful for everything that you have done.
But
what are you doing now? You are inaccurately throwing passes to open targets that should be touchdowns.
Or first downs. Could extend drives.
You're old. You're 39 years old. You're aging. You're not mobile.
He's not.
This playbook, this offense can't really get going because of Ben.
And I don't think it's Canada.
No, I can't. I can't think it's Canada.
The same play calling as last year. And Canada wasn't the one calling the shot last year because he was just a quarterback coach. And now he's promoted to OC. And I don't think he's calling most of the shots. I think it's Ben. And Canada can't express his creative freedom because he's so limited. The O-line is still young and inexperienced and even injured. Right? Ben is immobile. He's not the perfect quarterback for Canada's system, nor is Canada calling most of the plays. At least that's my speculation. It's all speculation at this point. We have no clue. And we can't really even get a running game going, even though Najee had a solid game.
Najee did what he could. He's a fucking baller.
62 yards and his first career rushing touchdown. Congrats to Najee Harris on that. I love Najee Harris. Man's a baller. God bless him. And God bless Juju Smith-Schuster. He should have 2 touchdowns today. 2.
Keep in mind, he took less money to stay with this team. He could have gotten much more money with the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Baltimore Ravens, that are more electric and young offenses.
And you could see on the sideline his obvious and, I guess, understandable frustration. It's ridiculous. This offense is garbage, and it all starts with Ben. The amount of missed throws that he had, amount of targets he missed is just inexcusable.
Keep in mind, he wasn't pressured on any of those throws.
No. The O-line played pretty solid today.
The line wasn't great, but it was solid. And those passes that Ben inaccurately threw, he wasn't pressured at all. So what the fuck, Ben?
He missed his open targets
many
times. I lost count.
Listen, I tried to give Ben the benefit of the doubt from last week. You know, maybe it was an off game, division rival.
I don't even say that because Ben has owned the Bengals for how long now?
Yeah. But this, I can't anymore. I'm actually done with Ben. I'm done. I can't. The guy's done.
And we said it at the end of last season, man. What is the point of Ben coming back if it's going to be the same shit? It's a waste. It's nothing but padding his stats for a Hall of Fame career. It makes no sense for him to come back. The only reason why he actually came back is because of the massive cap hit he had. He had to come back because we're not going to pay him just to sit on the couch. But Jesus Christ.
And we're going to see the same shit.
Because they're
next week against the Broncos.
They're not going to bench him.
No, they're not. They never benched Ben. They didn't in this game.
Yeah, even after they gave up. They didn't bench him.
They didn't. So they're not going to bench. And I would be up for benching Ben. That way we can see what Rudolph and Haskins can do under this offense and get that experiment out the way so we don't have to deal with it next year. That way we know exactly who to go with at quarterback next year because Ben ain't coming back, nor should he. He's done.
You're right. And well said. But they also can't do that because, one, they love Ben too much.
They're not going to bench him.
And they're paying him too much to sit on the bench.
They're not going to bench Ben. They're not.
As for the defense, what happened to my defense? TJ Watt had 2 sacks today, but it came on an obvious trip, which wasn't called.
It was obviously tripping.
But it was funny because I saw Packers fans. You could hear it. It was audible as shit in Lambeau Field. They booed the refs because they didn't call a tripping penalty on TJ Watt. Well, how about the fact that the refs screwed us over on a blocked field goal from Minkah Fitzpatrick and took it all the way to the house, which would have put us up 17-14 at the half. But it was taken back due to an offside from Joe Hayden. When you look at the replay and you look at still shots, it's obvious. They timed it perfectly at the snap. Minkah blocked it, picked it up, took it for 6, and they took it back. Refs, go fuck yourself.
The refs were just god-awful today on both sides.
On both sides.
Both sides, Steelers and Packers. They were awful, and we know this. The refs are fucking horrendous.
That's crazy, though, man.
You're like, Jesus Christ, man.
There was 21 points left off the board by this team. 7 from the refs, but 2 touchdowns from the offense and more if we would have converted first downs.
Yes.
Easy second down conversions.
Just missed opportunities. Missed opportunities.
But this defense was bad. They couldn't really stop the run.
The pass rush was non-existent.
Randall Cobb had 2 touchdowns. Pass rush, yeah, you're right.
The pass rush was non-existent.
There's no way you can tell me Watt was healthy.
Although Watt had 2 sacks, yeah, he wasn't 100%. I know for a fact he wasn't 100%.
And I love T.J. Watt, but those were 2 of the saddest 2 sacks that he's had.
Probably in his career, and he probably will ever get in his career.
Because he tripped A-Rod, and then the other sack, A-Rod just slid behind the line of scrimmage. So it wasn't really a sack. It's credited as a sack, but I guess.
Devin Bush got a sack, too.
On a good blitz, but that was it.
That was it. The pass rush was non-existent.
The defense, I will say, I don't think they're 100% yet. They're not. Bush went down and came back. So did Hayward. We still ain't got to it yet. We can't really stop the run because Alualu's out and we only have Tua back. Watt is sure as hell not 100%. I don't think Highsmith is either.
No.
Defense isn't fully healthy yet, but we had big names but didn't make big plays.
Defense was off.
Defense was off. But there's one thing for sure. If this offense picked it up, specifically Ben, if he hit the targets, I think we had a shot.
Oh, yeah, most definitely we could have had a shot. But Ben.
Just awful.
Very bad. Very bad. And we got 13 more games left of this.
13 more games of this, and I don't know when is enough time for us to give the offense time to develop. Like, how long are we going to wait for this offense to finally turn into what we hope it is?
I'm done waiting.
Like, it's a month into the season now.
Like, dude, I know the offensive line needs to take time, and it will take time, but the whole offense, I'm done waiting. I'm done.
Because it's the same shit from last year. The play calling, the mistakes, the O-line, which is worse.
And it's going to be the same thing next week against the Broncos. It's going to be the same thing against the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. It's going to be the same thing after our bye week against the Browns and so on and so forth when we face the Titans and the Chiefs and the Chargers and guys like that. I don't even say it will be the same against the Detroit Lions.
Don't say that.
Why? Because it's true?
Yes, exactly.
This offense is fucking terrible. This team gives up. This team is a fucking pile of dog shit.
You're right. It is ass sweat. You know, man, I know the Steelers have had slow starts before, but nothing on the level like this.
And I don't want to hear.
I don't think they can turn it around.
I don't want to hear any goddamn Steelers fan say, "Oh, keep the hope alive." Oh, we've had other worse starts. Shut the fuck up. How long are we going to wait for this offense to perform? They didn't perform against the Packers. You're going to tell me they're going to perform against other fucking teams like the Chiefs and the Titans and the Chargers? Are you fucking kidding me? They scored 1 touchdown on the first drive, and that was it.
Outside of a Najee Harris rushing touchdown, which was in garbage time.
I don't even count that. His first rushing touchdown should have been more unique, more special. It wasn't.
That's sad. That is sad, man.
This team is sad.
This team is awful. We've had slow starts before, and now on a level like this, I don't know if they can turn around due to the schedule and due to the lack of offensive explosiveness, power, help. Any word you can think of. This offense is garbage. It all starts with Ben. I think we left. I think the wrong man left last year. Honestly, I think he should have left with Fickner because it's the same shit. I don't blame Canada. He doesn't have the right personnel.
No.
He can't express his creative freedom.
This team is just in a bad state overall.
Bad state. And the defense isn't helping either because everyone's going down, and anytime they're on the field, it's because the offense is on a 3 and out. I don't know what that was today, though, from the defense. I'm not really trying to make any excuses for the defense today. That was pretty poor.
There's just no excuses from this team overall.
No.
Just missed opportunities. It was just a bad performance.
We are dead last in the AFC North now. Every team besides us is 3-1. We are 1-3, and we face the Broncos next week. Yeah, they lost to the Ravens. They've had an easy start. But if you ask me, what's the difference between those teams that they faced that have an easy start and us? And I'm being dead serious.
If you ask me, the teams that the Broncos faced, when they went 3-0, they're more productive than us.
I mean, the Jets won today.
How? How the fuck do the Jets have a more recent win than the Steelers? Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know how long this poor play is going to last, but all I can say is it's going to be a long season.
We got 13 games left. And I don't know when the Steelers are going to make changes.
I don't know, but at least they know now for sure. I mean, they should have already been known, but they know now for sure they have to make changes. They have to make adjustments. People have to be held accountable. And if they aren't, then what the fuck? That's a shame, man. That's not the Pittsburgh Steelers I know.
It's not. This is a disgrace.
Let us know your guys' thoughts down below, man.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace.